Until you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you will not be successful. My name is Steven Misovich, and I come from a family of very hardworking people who created their own path to success. Whether that be both sets of my grandparents, who came from nothing and now own beautiful homes, beautiful families, and very well-off jobs. Whether that be my parents, who, against all odds, earned their diploma and degrees while having me in high school, or while giving birth to me in high school. You know, I think the basic component of that was that they were going to let nothing stand in their way of achieving success, whether it be any distraction or any excuse or even their environment. I think environment plays a role in one's success, but it does not play the majority of the role in the outcome of one's successful or unsuccessful life. I think that's exemplified by my grandparents, who came from nothing, and now they are very well off and they have beautiful lives. I think, yes, your environment plays a role, but ultimately it comes down to the individual. Because if you want to succeed, you're going to. You're gonna buckle down. You're gonna put away all excuses. I personally, I came from a pretty good life, but even with that being said, due to personal reasons and goals, I still found a reason for me to aim for success. I didn't say, hey, my parents are well off, let me just kind of be how they are. No, I was like, all right, I want to one up them, and I want, hopefully my kids one up me, and so on, therefore. I believe that no matter your situation, whether you're rich, poor, your last name is known or not known, you have to find something to be successful in, whether that be earning more money, earning more fame if that's what you want, or just bettering yourself as an individual. However, I believe that you have to be focused, and you have to know what you're aiming for in your life, and that is preached by a very prevalent motivational speaker in the TED Talk organization. His name is Richard St. John, and he primarily talks about what you have to do as far as in your mindset and your attitude to become successful. He preaches that until you don't have to get paid a dime to do your job or to do what you're doing, you are not successful. In addition to that, he also preaches, especially for young people, that the number one overlooked skill is focused. And I completely agree with that, because while many people, put in the hours and the work and the effort, how much are you focused on that? Are you just going through the motions because that's what you think you're supposed to do, or are you really focused on that task? And also, in correlation with that, many people want to be successful. They don't, they want to have luxurious lives, and they want to have the mansion, they want to have that beautiful life that everybody sees in a movie or on TV. However, when it comes down to doing what you have to do, the distractions get in the way for many people, especially my age. I think you have to, I know that you have to put those distractions to the side in order to be successful. Because until you say, hey, that party isn't important, or going out to eat isn't that important, because you have to achieve your task, you will not achieve what you're hoping to do. That is preached heavily. It's religion to Eric Thomas, who is a very, very well-known motivational speaker around the world. He is a very, very credible source and reliable source because of his past. He is a man from Detroit who grew up in a troubled house and in a troubled neighborhood, and at one point in his life was homeless. And he states that it was at that point in his life that he was like, nothing is getting in my way, I'm going to become successful. And he learns to put outside the distractions, to shove him out and focus on what he has to do. And because of him not worrying about his friends who are repping their gang or going to parties, getting high and getting drunk or whatever else, he focused on his education. And because of that, he is a multimillionaire and a very well-known and respected motivational speaker. He teaches people how to become a motivational speaker through his own website, ericthomas.com, and he also helps motivate people who need the motivation, or he's just a good person to go to for coaching questions and etc. Now, yes, your environment plays a role and your situation plays a role, but ultimately it is up to you, because whether you're born rich, poor, you have everything you want, you have nothing, at one point you're gonna have to say, hey, this, I want this, I gotta go get it. It's up to me. And that will to succeed is one of the most key aspects and attributions to becoming successful in your own eyes. It's not going, your last name or your wealth isn't going to actually determine how successful you are, at least in my opinion, and I believe in the opinion of many. Just because you were born rich doesn't mean you're going to be successful, or because you're born poor doesn't mean you're not going to be successful. But it is up to the individual to say, hey, this is what I got to do, you got to do it. Now that is exemplified by the Startup Bro. There's a website named startupbros.com. Now, although the website URL may sound funny or suspicious or kind of like a joke, they are, seemingly, they are actually, not seemingly, they are a very reliable website and company that helps primarily young people start up their businesses. They have a very in-depth website that goes into every business aspect, starting a business aspect that you can think of. Their main goal on their website, they state that their main goal is to help the young people of America find their dreams. And I believe that their company and their website is a great way for people to start up their business if you would need information to go there. Now, on their website, they state that less than 5% of business owners that came from a household that made $250,000 per year owned a business that lasted longer than 5 years. Now, that itself is saying, hey, you're making $250,000 as a kid. Your household makes $250,000, but your business didn't last longer than 5 years. And now, in turn to that, at least 8% of businesses in America come from or are founded by a person who was extremely poor, and that's $12,000 or less annual household income a year. And that is saying that whether you're poor, rich, it doesn't matter, because it is up to you to succeed, whether it's in the business world or any other aspect of life. Now, in conclusion, your environment, your distractions, anything else should not and ultimately will not play a part in your success, because if you want to be successful, you will put out and get over everything that needs to be done. Now, obviously, some people have the road easier, but it doesn't matter, because your hard work and your will to succeed is ultimately going to make you successful. Now, many people are fine with being stagnant in their lives and just going about life how their parents and how others do, but those people aren't successful. They're not accomplishing anything. I would say don't be that person. Be someone different and go achieve what you want. And all I can say is just work for what you have.